horse lovers. This is a session with my Dutch warm blood, Gina, who has quite a bit of fear around approaching the far end of the arena, right? The boogie monster lives at the other end of the arena. You can see here at the beginning that the near end of the arena is where the stall barn is. So she finds comfort there and feels uncomfortable at the far end. So this session here is an effort to try to approach and retreat the far end of the arena in a way that builds resilience and confidence by exploring the boundaries of her comfort zone, her window of trainability, and what does it take to trigger her defense mechanisms. The goal is to go from the comfort zone into the window of trainability where she's alert but not defensive, and then retreat back to the comfort zone for long enough that she's able to reset all of her nervous system. Everything goes back to neutral and we'll start again. The goal is to avoid defense mechanisms if possible, but it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. So it's not the end of the world, but that's never the goal. So let's watch and I'll talk you through it here. So I'm sending her out in front of me so that I can help her start to develop her self-confidence, right? I need her to be able to do that in order to be able to ride her safely. So everything here says she's comfortable and confident. And so I asked for the transition just to make sure she's still connected to me. She has this power walk that she does where she sort of disconnects from me and it's like she's just trying to hurry up and get it done. So I asked for that downward transition in the backup just to keep connection established. We're still relaxed. She does a lot of sort of sniffing and exploring the ground. Now we're uncomfortable. I wouldn't say defensive. I would just say alert, but it's caused her to get disconnected from me. So I add pressure to get her thinking back to me and keep backing up until she's backing with me and not just from the pressure. Okay? The goal of pressure is to get her responsive to me. So that's why I kept backing even though I had added pressure. Now, this isn't the first time we've had this conversation. So I would have a different strategy on pressure if this was a brand new event, right? Like she'd never had this conversation with me before. So here she's alert, right? She's stimulated and I'm experimenting with, can I ask you to just keep trying? Right? I get it that it's a little uncomfortable for you, right? We're not in our comfort zone, but is your window of trainability wide enough that we could keep going if we wanted to? So there she gets disconnected from me again because she's concerned about something out over here, right? Her focus is beyond the arena, off in that direction. So I just give her a reason to come back to me, like, hey, this train's backing up. Are you still, with me? Stay in the boat, right? This boat is going backwards and you're falling out the front. At the same time, I want to keep a balance in there of like, I get it. Something off in the distance is bothering you. I'm not ignoring that or disregarding your discomfort, but it's not an excuse to not be connected. So stay in the boat. You're missing the boat. You're falling out of the boat. There, we're in the boat. Now, I give her a little time to think, to allow for a reset. I'm looking for any signs of the comfort zone. A deep sigh, lowering her head, a lick and chew. There she softened the way she was blinking her eyes. Her eyes started to blink a little slower and softer. There we go. So we found a reset, and let's just try again. She's not comfortable, but she's also not defensive. So I feel that it's okay to keep trying on forward movement, right? To explore whether or not she can handle it for a little bit. Good. This looks good. This side of the arena, when the scary end of the arena is behind her, is where she'll get into that power walk and just try to, sort of rush. Essentially, she's bolting at the walk, just trying to rush back to the stall barn side of the arena. And so I just throw in some transitions here and there to make sure she's still with me. What I'm going to do here next is I'm going to start walking really slow, right? So if in order for her to stay in the boat, she's going to have to walk slow too. And walking slow is is not her strong suit. The drool coming out of her mouth is because we have sweet clover, right? We have white clover in our pasture, and this time of year, it's a toxin, but it's not, deadly or anything like that. It's just gross when they drool like that. The only concern is making sure they're drinking enough water, but they have access to clean, fresh water all the time. So there she fell out of the boat. So the boat gets uncomfortable in the front, and we keep backing until she understands that the goal isn't just to back up. The goal is to stay in the boat, right? The pressure there is used to train her mind, not just to move her feet. Good girl. There we go. Look at that. Oh, now she's falling out of the back of the boat a little bit, but given how committed she is to leaking out the front, a little bit out the back isn't necessarily a bad thing. Atta girl. Atta girl. Happy feelings, joyful feelings. Uh-oh. You're going to fall out the front. You're falling out of the front. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. That's it. That's it. Now we're in the boat. Oh, it's falling out the front. All that being said, isn't she gorgeous? So it's not that she's 100% comfortable, and that's okay. The comfort zone is an important place, but learning happens in the window of trainability. So the fact that she's alert and a little, even a little hesitant is okay with me, as long as we don't push it so far that I trigger, defense mechanisms. Good girl. Now I let her soak. She just needs a minute to think things through. Atta girl. Sometimes she thinks a little better when her feet are moving. I want the halt to be a possibility, but sometimes I'll let her off the hook because for her, standing still, it can feel like pressure. So we do the slow walk again. So now she's staying in the boat. I feel really good about it. And we're back, on the easy side of the arena, the stall barn side of the arena. So now she's comfortable. She's in her happy place. No big deal. All the boogie monsters are far enough away that I'll survive to see another day. All right, guys. I hope you found that helpful. And I would love to hear your comments.